Hi, John. It's James. Yeah, something you met. Well, I've just realised it's probably not as obvious to you. So basically, what we've done is in Clickup, we've added these projects here. So when you go to add a project, so we've got a new one, all you do is click on duplicate here, and then write in, get rid of copy, and then put in the project name at the front, click copy space, and what will happen is all these stuff here will be copied into the project. So this is what must be done for each of the each section over the 3-month period. So it's just a way that we can understand what's happened and what hasn't happened yet. So what I've done here is on this one, I have created a Gmail account. So what I tend to do with this is I'll use the company name, Confident Properties, and then at the front I'll just put marketing. So here you can see, look on the right hand side, you can see Confident Property Marketing at gmail.com. And I tend to use the same password, which means everyone can get into it, which is at 123jeff321 with a capital J. The only other password we use internally is at 123infusion with a capital I 321 at. So one of those two passwords should work for most sites. Next thing I've done is I've gone onto the site here. They've got rank maths, and I've just stopped that and I've put in Yoast. And the other thing I've done is gone to tools under the Yoast plugin, and then gone to file editor. And in the file editor, it won't have at the moment, it won't have a robot text. So basically what I've done is I've built the robot text out. There's just a button you click and it will automatically put it in. The important bit is this line here, obviously, where it's showing where the sitemaps are. So that's a standard setting for that, and then obviously press save changes. Next thing I've done is I've added the site kit. There should be a site kit video for you somewhere to watch, but basically all you do is follow the instructions. You can see it's going to take 72 hours for the analytics to actually start working, but here you can see the Google Search Console and the data there coming in already. If you go to the settings under the sitemap on the left hand side, you'll see we've connected services. We've got Google Search Console, Analytics, Page Site Insights, and Tag Manager are all connected. So that's good. There are the A/B testing and the AdSense, but they're not really something we would add at this stage. So once we've actually done what we said we would do, if you go back to Clickup, and we're obviously in the Confident Property project folder, you'll see that I've actually allocated myself these jobs. So in order to allocate, all you do is just put in, obviously, me or you or whoever. You can see that Neville is currently working on these sections here. So if you're going to take over a task, first thing you do is allocate it to yourself so that somebody else isn't already doing that task. Second job is, as you do them, so here you can see Gmail account. Well, I've just done that. You can see it's set up. So what we do is go to this bit where it says open here and put in close, and that will remove the task altogether. So here, create an XML sitemap. I've done that. So I'm going to close. Google Search Console, I've done that. Bing Webmaster Tools, haven't done that. So what I'm going to do is I'm just going to set up a Bing Webmaster Tools. So if we go to Bing Webmaster Tools here, and what I'm going to do is I'm going to sign out of this one. and I'm going to sign in with the Gmail account that I've just made. So here, if you go down to property marketing, that will bring up this screen. So what we're going to do now is we're going to import from Google Search Console, which is going to make life a lot easier for us. So click continue, sign in again, allow Bing to look at it. You can see on the right hand side here it's saying which site it is. Yes, we want to import it. Congratulations, it's imported. And here we can see now, if we go to Search Console on the left hand side, you can see it's processing that. And here you can add the 100 URLs if required at this stage. So if we go back, we can see Google Bing Webmaster Tools. I've done that, so I'm closing that one. I haven't done a Google My Profile Business thing. They've changed the name, but it's now called Business Profile. Haven't done that. Add to SE Ranking Tool. So again, what we'll do is we'll go to SE Ranking Tool. Projects, and just make sure that I've put it in there under the client section, which is in there now. Is that up? So we'll go back, add to tool and run the first audit. So if we go down to audit, when we add it, it will automatically run the first audit anyway. So there's our score, 68. So we can then say we've done that. Next one, add to Pro Maps. Make sure that that is already done. Pro Maps. Websites. We want to find. Here you can see it's currently under a free listing, so if we just click on that, you can see there's actually only 22 pages, so at the moment there's no point in upgrading it because there's only 22 pages. So this is where we can probably make a difference with any content strategy we're going to be adapting, because obviously the more pages we add, the better off we'll be. Unfortunately, it's under a manual at the moment, which means we have to manually submit the sitemap. So if you go to refresh and create, it will actually run it for you. If you've actually got an account in here, i.e. you've upgraded to one of these here, it will automatically submit everything daily for you anyway, so you don't have to worry about it. So here, add to Site Pro Maps is closed. Add sitemap to Google Console, we've done that. Add to Bing Webmaster Tools, we've done that. Here, repair any 404s. So if we go to here and we look in this folder here under Audit, and we go down a bit, we'll start to see if there's any 400 errors here. And so at the moment there are no 400 errors. The good thing about this is you can click on here to give you what the issue is, and then if you go to the number at the end, it will actually give you the URLs. So at the moment you can see we haven't got any 404 errors, so that's obviously a good thing. So we can get rid of this one here. We've done. We've created robot text, how I showed you earlier, through the used tools, and then go to file editor, and then build out the robot text here. So we've done that. So that's good to go. So we'll end that. here we check the plugins, and so by saying check the plugins, you don't really want to be messing too much with the plugins, but what I've done is, if you look here, what I've done is I updated this one here, this contact form. Haven't touched any of this stuff here. You can still see there's quite a few things that are not on there that need updating, but that's not our job to do that. This one here, the GA Analytics, what I'm going to do is I'm going to deactivate that, because of course we've now got it in sitemaps at the top at SiteKit. So on the settings, this will eventually start to show the same data from the analytics anyway. So we're just waiting for that to start tracking. And obviously we've got Search Console involved in that as well. And then the other thing I've done is it had light speed. I updated that one to make it faster. This one, Rank Math SEO, I've deactivated it at the moment, so it's still in the system. You can see where I've added SiteKit. Haven't updated this Smush, so when it comes to updating things, only update things that are outside of the core WordPress website, and we only update things if, for example, in this one we have this document that has actually got us server details as well. That means that if something goes wrong, I can get Peter to go in and obviously repair it. You can see I've activated Yoast, so I've added Yoast, and what I'm going to do is on the right hand side I'm going to enable the updates automatically, so that we don't have to mess about with that again. And then on the security thing here, I'm going to update that one as well. So again, we don't really want to be messing too much with a lot of this stuff, but they're the ones outside of the core that we can actually mess with. If we go back to our document here, that's the check the plugins, the ensure HTTPS, non-version, and the language attribute. So if we go to SE ranking tool again, in there we will find here you can see there's no HTTPS encryption problems, so we've got no problems with any of that stuff. Here you can see again HTTP to TTPS. Here you can see there's www direct is in there, so everything we need is in there pretty much. So we can then close that off, check the preferred, we've checked that one, so that one's done. And the language attribute, well, there's only one language in there anyway, so that's not going to be an issue in this particular one. So you can see that from that task list we've actually done all of those things. I'm waiting now for the keywords so that I can then set up these paid advertising, and then obviously we've got to start thinking about the optimization, but we'll get that data from the other side of things, and so yeah, that's pretty much ongoing. I leave this section here. You'll notice I've got check broken links, so that's after we've done the work. Make sure that the links are still in there, and we haven't got any 404s. Hopefully you get the idea of how this works. So if you go to Heathfield, which I'm just about to start now, you'll see that under Heathfield I've got Neville is doing the initial keyword research, that type of thing, and again I've allocated myself all these jobs to do here in this task list. So again, all I do is work through the list and get rid of them, hopefully that makes sense to you. And yeah, if you've got any problems or you want me to run through it with you, then obviously we can do that. Thank you.